Well, Debbie, you guys are going back to Australia,
Yes.
and we're going to be sad to see you go. You know,
We've definitely got mixed feelings.
I'm sure you do. You came here in a wheelchair, I guess, what, November?
Yes, November.
And you're out of the wheelchair. That's good.
It is.
You were in a wheelchair for about a year, I think, right?
About 2.
Was it 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, that's a scary thing, you know. When my daughter was 13, she went from doing pull-ups, push-ups, and playing sports to just couldn't do anything. And that's about when your symptoms started, wasn't it? About age 13?
Yeah, 12, 13, yeah. That's
Yeah.
when it all started.
It's a scary thing for you guys, and it's a scary thing for us parents, isn't it?
Well, that's one of the reasons that clicked it over for us to come here.
Oh, really?
You're a doctor and a dad.
Yeah, well, that's...
You know, with the passions, like, yeah.
That's interesting. Well, it's true. It is what gave me the passion. I stayed out of it for 2 years. We picked the best Lyme doctors in Florida. I didn't want to be a doctor. I wanted to be a dad and stay out of it, you know?
Yeah.
And then she got worse every month with the antibiotic treatment. And by the second year of treatment, she was bedridden a lot, almost all the time. Your symptoms at 13, you started with first joint pain, brain fog, all the above, I guess, really.
It really was. It was more so
Sore throats.
throats and flu-like symptoms
Really.
that had me in bed a lot.
Missing a lot of school.
A lot of school. Yeah.
Fatigue.
Yeah. And then you just got so fatigued and the nerves got so weak, if you will.
Well, like yourself, all the treatment we were doing just seemed to be getting worse.
Yeah.
And worse.
And this was in Australia.
Yes.
You didn't move out of the country for treatment, as
No.
some people do, but
Well, we
so-
didn't know it was Lyme either, so...
Until
that's true. You weren't diagnosed for the first few years.
for 6 years.
Yeah.
Mm.
I hear that all the time.
Yeah. So...
In fact, my daughter was diagnosed by local doctors with growing pains. And you believe the doctors, you want to,
Trust them.
yeah, you do. So all the while you're going to different doctors around Australia and getting worse every year. So the wheelchair deal, and that's, my daughter just laid in bed. I mean, she just wouldn't go anywhere. So we would have had a wheelchair if she was going somewhere. That was a scary thing.
Absolutely. Whenever we go out somewhere, and I just dread going anywhere to get in that wheelchair, and if I saw anyone I knew, I'd make Mum run in the other direction and wheel me away, and I avoided seeing people I knew for the longest time.
Wow, that's so profound, because, it's bad enough for us older folks to get some medical deal going on, but for young kids, it's really hard. I mean, that's
Yeah, you're not just dealing with illness, you're dealing with embarrassment and, awkwardness and,
But, I mean, you go to the mall and there you are, your friends are down there, and you should be hanging out with them, and that is, I'm sorry,
yeah.
It's really tough,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
There's
really
many of those times.
Yeah.
Many of those
So was
times.
she pretty good at getting you out of there?
Yes.
Racing through the mall with the wheelchair?
She'd
Were you knocking people off?
drop everything and
Hide behind.
hide behind
You
things.
put a siren on your wheelchair?
Yeah, move.
Yeah, it is, but the pain that you had here from all that, and then wondering if you'd ever get out of the wheelchair again. It's just, and I know my daughter, she has trouble still talking about it, too. And then for us dads and moms feeling so helpless, it's just like, are you kidding me? My daughter should be outside,
And you feel very alone in it
Because
because...
people don't understand.
Yeah.
No.
Because it's an invisible illness, for
Sure.
most part.
Well, yeah, well, it remains invisible through most of the folks. Over half of the testing doesn't work. In Australia, but you did find the doctor that finally diagnosed you with Lyme there.
Well,
it was
he-
my chronic fatigue specialist,
Okay.
and he said to me, you don't have the same symptoms as a lot of my other patients, and you keep getting worse. You never have a good day. You never
You don't
have,
come up and down
you
with the
don't
quality
have
of
the ups
life.
and downs.
You're just progressive you're getting worse.
Yeah, so he said, I really want to test you for Lyme disease, and
Send it to Germany.
yes.
So you went to Germany for the diagnosis?
He
So
sent
he
bloods.
sent the bloods.
Oh, he sent it to Germany.
Mm.
Yeah, we used to do the German testing, and it's the best. However, it still misses it.
Mm.
It seems sort of wrapped up in that biofilm we showed you. So, but yours was positive, and that was that. Then you did antibiotic treatment, and got worse, or did you not do a lot?
I did antibiotic treatment before the diagnosis.
You did.
Yeah.
For what purpose? Just
A gut instinct of a doctor.
okay. So he just thought, well, we'll just give you antibiotics and see.
It was homeopathic doses
Yeah.
for about 9 months, and I got much worse.
We met a lot of people here from all over the world.
Oh, the stories are so similar.
They're all so similar, aren't they?
Mm.
Some of these middle-aged women have been treating for 10 or 15 years with antibiotics. Isn't it crazy?
Oh, it's insane.
And worse, and they've been all over the country to different doctors, and similar stories though. Getting maybe better for a few weeks, and then way worse over time. And you know, I showed you guys a lot of things the antibiotics change, and particularly the brain. You know, you get the brain fog from the Lyme, but when the antibiotics start changing the brain chemistry, as I've proven with some of these brain scans, your brain fog gets way worse.
Yeah.
Depression gets worse too.
Mm.
You won't find one person in this clinic who didn't get more depressed and more anxiety
Anxiety.
after the antibiotics, and that's actually this guy. Remember that? See, I'm going to make you go to medical school now.
Yeah.
You know, you learn a lot of good science here, huh?
Absolutely.
This worry center kicks up so much and it changes the brain chemistry. Normal, calm and cool versus severely overactive, and you know, you see people start biting their fingernails and picking their fingers, and just the worry syndrome is terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, that was one of my worst symptoms, I think, the anxiety.
Mm.
Worse than the depression, because they come together with the same changes in brain chemistry, but then the worry syndrome, you get this overactive anterior cingulate causes you to hyper-focus on your sickness and worry even more that you'll never get better. So it's just double, triple jeopardy, isn't it? But, so you're out of the wheelchair. So it was actually using a wheelchair for about 2 years.
Yeah. And it's mostly the pain.
And it was more pain than weakness, which comes from those nerves. That actually comes more from this. What do I do with that? That actually comes more, as we taught you, from the myelin being inflamed. And that pain is so intense. The nerves get weaker because the electricity doesn't go forward well. Remember I talked about the electromagnetic field changes where those toxins move in there. But the pain is sometimes severe. Was it mostly lower legs, lower, or was it all over?
It was from my hips down. My hips were the main problem, and then it went all the way down. My legs.
For some reason, the neuropathy or neuropathic pain tends to hit the lower extremities more, and I'm not sure why it should, but it tends to be the symptoms. Maybe it has to do with weight bearing, I don't know. But at any rate, so your plans now, you go back to Australia?
Yes.
And, well, I'm just so happy for you. You know, when you guys roll in here in these wheelchairs, and I think there's around 10 people in wheelchairs now, you always have a fear in the back of your mind that, well, geez, will we really get them out of that wheelchair? It just depends on how long they've been there and how sick they are. You came out real quickly, really. I mean, we had probably 10 weeks of treatment, I imagine.
Yeah.
2 weeks in the middle of Christmas, so
Yeah.
that's really nice. You're more like a Kamea situation, it seems.
Mm.
And it was hard. It was
It's hard, isn't it?
really hard.
Killing these
Yeah.
bugs is no fun.
Mm.
Yeah, and you get so used to being in a pattern of just getting in the chair, and it's part of the way your brain's working. You're like, well, that's what I do now. But you have to break that as well as killing all these bugs.
You do.
Mm.
And you have to, and I encourage people to try to do exercises while they're here, even if they don't feel like it. You just have to, you have to push yourself. Were you athletic before?
Yeah,
Soccer or various things?
I was a runner.
That's what you said, you were a runner.
Yeah.
So she had a coach. And
Wow, so you were a serious runner.
Competitions.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Mm.
So you're excited to get back to that.
Yes. very much so.
Wow. Well, that is really exciting. You guys, you're such a blessing. You've just been a treat for us. And,
Right back at you.
pleasure.
This place has been a blessing. It's like a family. That's what I wrote on the card. I said you gave us a family while we were here at the time. So yeah, it's beautiful.
It is like a family, and I love it when all my families come together for each other and support each other and encourage each other. And then when you guys leave, it's sad for us. I mean, it's terrible.
I didn't
It's
expect
good,
it
it's
to
great.
happen.
Yeah.
We've already been soaking up the tears this morning.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody's going to miss you. Stay in touch with us,
Yeah.
and have a great trip back to Australia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just full speed, huh? I'm excited. Well, take care. God bless you guys.
Thank you doesn't seem quite enough.
Yeah.
It's the only words we have, isn't it?
What else can we say?
That's it.